Welcome to the Monday Highlights presented by the Hound's Tales podcast. We'll be bringing you the results from the previous weekends, coming hunts, and news from the field trial world and Deer Dog Woods. Drop the gate. Let's get it, guys.
Hunting season is here. Make sure your dog stays energized with Joy High Energy 2420. This beef formula is made to meet the nutritional needs of the hardest working dogs at a whopping 505 kcals per cup. Joy High Energy is formulated with omega-3 and 6 fatty acids for healthy skin and a great coat. Added pumpkin for digestive health and chelated minerals for more energy. So whether they're in the woods, the water, or the field, make sure they have the fuel for anything that comes their way. To learn more about Joy High Energy 2420 or to find a dealer near you, visit joydogfood.com or call us at 800-245-4125.
If you're listening to this podcast, you probably have a need for dog supply items such as Garmin products, bark collars, remote trainers, name tags, field trial and hunt dog supplies, supplements and first aid, dog fences, used and refurbished collars, and much, much more. Where can you go to get that? Outdoor Dog Supply. Outdoor Dog Supply is the leader when it comes to Garmin Tritronics trade-in program. They were one of the first Garmin dealers to start accepting Garmin buyback trade-ins toward purchases. Outdoor Dog Supply currently accepts both working and some non-working units. Be sure to check in with these guys at Outdoor Dog Supply or at 757-482-1000. And their hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you're in the Chesapeake area in Virginia, be sure to stop in. Go see these guys in person. Outdoor Dog Supply is the leader in online sales as far as Garmin products go and your hunting dog supply needs. This is where I go to get all my stuff. Might as well join me in it. All right, guys. Again, be sure to check these guys out, outdoordogsupply.com, and thank them for coming on board with the Hound's Tales podcast. Let's get back to the episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take a second real quick and interrupt the show and talk about Cajun Lights. They have jumped on board to support the Hound's Tales podcast and the field trialing community. You got nighttime field trials coming up. I know I do in my series, Pleasure Running at Night. When you need to catch that next crossing, put your trust in Cajun Lights. Cajun Lights is made in America product out of North Carolina, who has been in business for over 25 years. They make cap style and bucket hat headlamps to free up that extra hand for your voice recorder or for your GPS. There are three main lights I want to focus on real quick. The first is the Micro Gator, which is the lightweight option. It has 4 brightness levels and 4 color options, including red for us field trialers. Rated at 50 to 60 hours of battery life on the highest setting, this is your flood style lamp that'll do really good for us out in the fields in the short brush and be able to help us get in front of those crossings. Next up is the Cajun Bayou, which is the next step up, and it includes the same number of colors and brightness levels, but it packs a much bigger punch on that brightness level, so you can catch those crossings way down the path when you got a long road to cover. And last but not least is the top level Cajun Blinder. It has a main beam light with 4 levels of brightness and includes a walking light, and even with a light this bright, the burn life on it is rated at 5 to 6 hours on the highest setting. There's no chance of missing a dog with a light like this one, folks. All their lights come with a 2-year warranty and a lifetime labor warranty. And these guys are excited to get into our sport, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all be sure, if you see me at a hunt, come ask me about them. I'll have one of each of these lights on hand to show you and let you put it on your head and kind of experience it. Show these guys some love, guys. And y'all, please go visit their website at CajunLights.com. And their phone number is 888-773-3080. Thank you, Cajun Lights, for all you do and for trying to get into this sport. Like I said, guys, let's show them some love. Let's get back to the show, guys. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the Monday Highlights. This will be for June the 3rd of 2024. I'm a little slack again, guys. Man, it has been just a wild and crazy past couple weeks. So y'all do forgive me. I don't have any results except for the Chalk Chuma hunt in the Virginia Penn Series. So we're gonna kind of talk about that for a quick minute, but y'all kind of forgive me. It's been nuts, man. Trying to work a full-time job and family and the series and the podcast. It's a lot to handle. So getting some deals signed. Got some cool stuff coming down the pipe. I can finally officially announce I just signed with a energy drink slash I guess you would call it like a vitamins and supplements and stuff like that. It's a company called First Form. If anybody goes to the gym and does any kind of workouts and stuff like that, y'all probably have heard of them. The biggest reason that I wanted to get on board with them is that they do promote the outside hunting industry. They are working on getting more involved with the hunting industry, and I kind of talked to them a little bit, and I said, "Look, do y'all have any issues with hound hunters?" And they're like, "Absolutely not. We actually have a couple guys that do dog hunt. I don't think it's the same kind of dog hunting we do, but they're not unfamiliar with it." So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to be selling some of their products. You'll see more about that here soon in the next week or so. Once I get all that once I get all the orders and all that kind of stuff set and ready to go. But it'll all be in-person orders. I'm not allowed to do online sales with it. It's the only downfall about it. But maybe not by the time the Turpins Creek hunt goes or happens. But at the last 3 hunts, I will be sure to have plenty of products there for people to try, maybe do some samples, and if you want to buy. But one of the reasons another reason, I guess I should say, that I wanted to get on board with these guys and get these guys on board with me was, health is such a big part, obviously, of everybody's lives. But man, we run and gun, and we're always looking out for the dogs and trying to do the best for the dogs. But man, this stuff wears on you. Come do a couple of these 5-hour hunts at night and midnight to 5 a.m. and tell me it don't wear on you. So, I wanted to be able to bring something to this community to help us as the houndsmen. We put so much focus on the dogs, it's easy to lose sight on our own selves. And that was kind of my idea when I saw these guys and started talking to them and communicating with them. And, I wanted to promote our own personal health. Obviously it's not on top of everybody's priority list, but over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be introducing them to y'all, and I'll be able to show y'all, what kind of products they got. Not only energy drinks, but they are a healthier form of energy drink, but they have a lot of probiotics, a lot of other different kinds of medications like energy level health, recovery needs, just all kinds of stuff, man. It's really cool stuff, but I'll be able to present all that to y'all here shortly. So, guys, like I always say, I can't do this without y'all. Also, another heads up to this Wednesday's episode. I haven't decided 100% what I'm going to do with it. I'm actually a little behind on getting recordings, but I am going to be recording this week with a special guest. I don't want to give it away. Some people are probably going to know after I say this, but there's a litter that just went into the hall. There's a cross that just went into the Hall of Fame. Probably one of the best crosses to ever hit the ground. I think only one dog out of the whole litter didn't make a champion. And I think that dog was only deer hunted or either, had an accident before he was able to make a champion, if I remember right. A lot of guys are going to know exactly who I'm talking about and exactly what cross that is. But we're going to be diving into that cross, talking into the champions, and it's going to be entertaining. I can promise you that. So y'all, it won't be this week's episode, but next week's episode is the full plan on getting that guest on here and talking about that. And I'm sure if I know him, it'll be a 2, maybe even 3-part series if I had to guess. So y'all just bear with me Wednesday. I'm going to I'm gonna set something up to get some talking in, and maybe kind of go over some topics that I've seen kind of bouncing around the foxhound world, the deerhound world. Kind of go a little bit more in depth with that kind of stuff, and kind of bounce some ideas off to some guys. Maybe I may switch it up, and maybe Wednesday night I'll do a live. I haven't done a live in a while, so maybe that's something. Maybe I'll change it up. Maybe we'll do a live Wednesday night instead of an episode Wednesday. Maybe do both. I don't know. We'll see. I need to get another live in, that's for sure. But so let's move. Let's go ahead and just move on in. We had our second round of the Virginia Pen Series Championship, presented by Joy Dog Food, and it was at Chalk Chuma. CH, man, I can't not thank him enough for letting me bring this hunting series there on such short notice. When I lost the Hollywood hunt, and there's still, I just want to make sure people understand there's no ill will there. There's no, with cutting timber, you got to be careful, and you didn't want to put 100 all age dogs in there, and that's perfectly acceptable. So, the guys that run the pen, that was a mutual agreement between me and them that's how we wanted to handle it, and there's no issues there. I can't, if I do this again next year, which more than likely I will, I hope that I can bring it back there next year. But anyway, moving on to the Chalk Chuma hunt, wall-to-wall running the entire time. That pen is running great, and if you haven't been there, be sure to get there. I think they actually have a Garmin hunt here in a couple weeks coming up, but they have hunts, I think, every other week, if I'm not mistaken. So if y'all haven't been there, be sure to get there. Great running. And I tell you what, it was some of the tightest scores that I've ever seen. Less than 200 points separated first and 40th. That's right, 40th, less than 200 points. It took 220 points GTP to get in the top 40, and it took 418 GTP to win it. That's close. I don't care what you say. That just shows you that it was, we had that pen locked down. I'm going to give all my judges recognition. I wrote about it in my blog post, but man, it was so cool going around that pen trying to collect scores. And guys, when I get close to the truck, I'd see them coming out of the woods. It wasn't guys just standing around in the road and, oh man, well, they're not crossing here. They're not in. If they didn't cross there, they jumped in the woods. It was so awesome to see that. That was a hard working set of judges, and we had that sucker loaded down. 29 judges total. I want to give all of them a shout out. Of course, our master of hounds was Mr. Colby Taylor. He did an excellent job. Can't thank him enough for stepping up and doing that. Then we had Kyle Mabey, Michael Whitley, Val Rapp Jr., Dustin Parrish, Nathan Lehman, Hunter Leedy, Peyton Lucy, William Whitley, Jordan Webb, Dylan Gusty, Ethan Tucker, Leela Tucker, Austin Babb, Justin Cook, Steve Lawson, Weston Browder, Michael Adams, Lee Perkins, Jake Abernathy, Jacob Snooty, Khalil Bassett, Cody Wheaton, George Elam, Amy Adams, and Amy Adams killed it again on the computer. We were done and out of there. We were able to give it out at 6 o'clock, and that was us waiting on hunters to get back. I think she had it all printed out, gone over, broke ties by 5:30. So hats off to her. Let's see. Jason Hall, Robert Mann, MJ Hamlet, and Donnie Chandler. Guys, y'all were working your asses off out there. Excuse my language, but y'all hustled. And I cannot thank y'all enough for that. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate everything that y'all did. And I really make it look forward to the next one, which will be here in 2 weeks. This one's a pretty quick little turnaround. I cannot wait for I cannot wait for it. I'm excited for it. I'm ready, but man, I need a break. When when that hunt's over, I think I'm gonna sleep for about a week. So I really cannot wait to get it done. And man, I'm looking forward to it. And that's we're going to be at Turpin's Creek I know that place is a boiler. I'm working on getting all my judges finalized here soon, and hopefully we'll have enough to cover it. But man, I that little month and a half break that's going to be in between this one and the next one, I'm looking forward to that. Be able to get the Monday highlights back to what they're supposed to be. So shout out to all my judges. Y'all worked your tails off. I cannot thank y'all enough. I don't have the number wrote down right here in front of me, but I think it was 860 entries into the program on not 860 crossings, but 860 scores. So like, one dog, the first place is a score, one crossing, the first place is a score, second place is a score, that kind of thing. But still 860, and after that, it was still that close. So let's recognize these dogs. We'll do that, and then we'll call it a night or a morning whenever time you're listening to it. It's night for me. It's 9:15 at night. So let's recognize these dogs real quick, and then we'll call it a night on this. So your 20th place hound was at a B&B Superman in Butler Momo C. Hound's name is Jeffro from Down and Dirty Kennels. 19th place was at a Butler Woods Sugar Diddy and Noblin Sissy. Hound's name is Cash from Misfit Kennels. 18th place was out of Wallace's Marcel and Champion Atkins Runt. Hound's name is Black Betty from Misfit Kennels. 17th place was out of Bond's Pistol and Bond's Black Magic. Hound's name is Melton's Ace from Todd Osborne. Let's see. 16th place was out of B&B's Loot and Sammy Joe. Hound's name is Bennett's Barky from Bennett Kennels. 15th place was out of Silver Bullet's Pig Stick and Powell's Rose. Hound's name is Jolene from Skin Up Mafia. 14th was out of Kennedy's 8 Ball and Gaskin's Emma. Hound's name is Side Pocket from Graveyard Kennels. 13th place was out of Huckstep Stone and Highlight Reel's Fireball. Hound's name is Jackson's Turbo from Diesel Smoke Kennels. Now this kennel, oh my God. Dogs out of Spears Mountain Blazer and S&N Little Stitch. Hound's name is Fry from Slinging Brass and Burning Ass Kennels. That's a kennel name right there. I don't care what nobody tells you. 11th place, let's see. Dogs out of Claiborne's Carolina and WT's Becky. Hound's name is Rico from Snack Pack Kennels. 10th place out of PNC Soul Brother and Moonlight's Viper. Hound's name is Thunder from Moonlight Kennels. 9th place out of Spears Mountain Sergeant and Spears Mountain Felicia. Hound's name is Sheba from Brent Hackett. 8th place out of T-Bird's Ben and Coots Runaway Brownie. Hound's name is Ben Jammin from Brent Hackett. 7th place is out of Miller's Ringer Ray and Showing Off Teeny. Hound's name is Showing Off Mutt from Showing Off Kennels. Showing Off Smut was that dog's name. 6th place was out of Wade's Flash and Knockdown Squealy. Hound's name is Dodger from Knockdown Kennels. 5th place was out of KS&T Pretty Boy and Nightmare Super Chick. Hound's name is Nightmare's Primetime from Nightmare Kennels. 4th place was out of Champion CMK's Calvary and Southern Style Salt Life. Hound's name is Bermuda from Brent Hackett. 3rd place was out of Champion Country Boys Jaybird and Cotton's Breezy. Hound's name is Bennett Squeaky from Bennett Kennels. 2nd place was out of Bennett's Clyde and Bennett Snoopy. Hound's name is Mickey from Skin Up Mafia. And your winner of the Virginia Pen Series Chalk Chuma Hunt of 2024 was out of PNC's Soul Brother and Moonlight's Viper. Hound's name is Mamba from Moonlight Kennels. Mr. Jason Smith, congratulations, sir. Congrats to everybody that placed. You are now eligible to go to the championship hunt. And I cannot wait to see y'all there. So you guys, y'all be sure to tune in Wednesday. It's going to be a little different, like I said. I don't have a recording set up. I may go back and revamp an old episode. I may go and just sit here and talk for a little while and maybe just kind of shoot the breeze with y'all and have some topics and stuff like that. And but we'll come up with something. But I'll make sure to have some kind of episode out for y'all guys. So. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. Y'all are awesome. Big support group. Y'all are really, it means the world to me that y'all stick with me through all this. I do apologize. I've been a little slack on some of the content here lately. A lot of the stuff's been really good stuff as far as like the episodes go, but I know it's not the field trialers like y'all are expecting. But I'm getting back to that, and I promise I didn't mean to stray away as hard as I did. Just been really difficult here lately. We're right here in the middle of running season, so getting schedules lined up. And then, of course, this Virginia Penn series has me going crazy. So y'all just stay tuned. We're gonna make sure we get it right. And I got a lot coming down the pipe. For all my deer hunters out there, we're working on something. I'm hoping I can get it right, get it set up, and make it work for this year. If not, it'll definitely be something that next year I can definitely make that happen. But I got something coming down the pipe, so y'all just be ready. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. We'll catch you Wednesday, and like always, guys, happy hunting.